This is Mavi. This is Micah's brother, and we're going to start teaching him hold. If you have a retrieving dog or a dog that does frisbee, a service dog, teaching the dog, my Raven's down here fucking with him, teaching a dog hold is so important. Remember this, that the retrieve, if your dog is retrieving, that's a continuation of hold. Go put that in your mouth, dog, and bring it back to me. Keep it in your mouth, and when I say drop, drop it. So spending the time teaching the dog hold properly is definitely the way to go. It is. And Mavi, the reason why I'm videotaping this is this will be the first time Mavi will be on the table. And you'll see a dog that's really unsure. And that's how they always are. But continue with it, and they start getting used to it, and then you turn it into a game by teaching them hold. If you see that the dog's stressed out, make the sessions real short. But get the job done. Just do more sessions. One other thing, if the dog is freaked out on the table, you can spit in its mouth. I know it sounds really strange, but a lot of times doing hold, I'll do that. And that's old school dog training, and I'm not going to go into this right now, but I have 2 videos on this subject, and that thing has been around for literally hundreds of years. If the dog is nervous, you can spit in their mouth. We'll talk about it later, but it doesn't hurt the dog, okay? I should go into it, but I don't have time. So let's put Mavi on the table, and we're going to start teaching him hold. It just like plops down. Okay, so now if you notice, my table is sort of uneasy. I want him like this. I want him like this. I want him more conscious of what's going on. And I sort of want this. His tail is wagging. His tail is wagging. He's sort of unsure, but his tail is wagging. He's a lot like Micah. So I start off by putting the dog at sit. I just put him in sit. I'll physically put him in sit and make sure he stays in sit. Now I have a leash that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a knot in it so that there's tension, so that he's in a high collar, right? And I'm going to put 2 knots in there to make it even shorter. And a high collar is the collar's way up on the dog, way up by the head, and that way the dog will stay in this position, okay? And his head is up. You want the head to be up on the dog. So a couple of things that I do when I first start doing this is, 1, I use a stick, and I also will use a glove. And when I use the glove, I put it on my hand, and I have the dog hold my hand like this, and I say hold, hold, hold. That's pretty fucking good. Hold. Oh my God, we got another Micah. Hold, hold, hold. Drop. Very good. That's a very good sign. Now I use a glove. One of the reasons why I use a glove is when you do this with some dogs, they might have a tendency to bite, okay? So if you're a dog trainer and you're afraid of getting bit, you're going to get bit. I'm just not afraid to get bit. I never get bit. Oh my God, I'll probably get bit. All right, and the other thing that I do here is I'll use a stick. And it's the same thing. If the dog isn't going to accept it, we just put it in the dog's mouth. He doesn't have an option. And we say hold. We make sure that the dog doesn't drop it. There's a little divot, like right under here. You can feel it. And if you put your finger on this, the dog, it will make sure that his lower jaw will stay closed. So I go like this, hold. I got the divot, hold. Good boy, hold, hold. Hold, drop, and just get it for 3 seconds. Then 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then the dog's holding it for a minute, 2 minutes. Build on success. There's another dog that's doing hold. Let me go get him. This is Brewster. And Brewster, his owner, has started working with him with frisbees, trying to get the dog to retrieve. I love seeing that. That's what I love seeing. I usually, I'll work with dogs teaching hold if there's a reason to, or the dog has any aptitude. So I always check. If it's coming to my house for training and it's a dog, I'm going to see if it's interested in doing retrieves and learning hold. You control the dog's mouth, you control the dog. Let me go get Brewster. All right, this is Brewster. Now watch Brewster. He's never been on the table either. He's going to be uneasy. Your dog, if you're going to do this, it's going to be uneasy. Don't worry about it. Don't get wrapped up into the emotional state of the canine, because you know what? It's nothing like your emotional state. We're emotional animals. The dog is not. Here, come here, buddy. Look. Oh, you're heavy. Oh, you're a big pig, dude. I thought you were lighter than that. Here, sit. Sit. Oh, you're good. Quiet, guys. You're next. Good. Okay, so we're going to make sure that he's in a high collar. I have a slip lead on him. Put him in a high collar like this. Right? Sit. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is the glove. So I put the glove on. Brewster here. Now I want the dog at sit. Sit. No, sit. Right? And then I'll just raise the gum, put pressure on the gums. Not much at all. This dog just opens his mouth. And I say hold. Hold. Now see, he's fighting it more than drop. He's fighting it more than Mobby was. So we do it shorter, but we get the dog to the point where he'll hold my hand. This is not a big deal. This is how dogs learn. This is a very important thing for any retrieving dog to know. Here, hold, 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 hold. Drop. Good boy. That's a good boy. Ready? Let's do it again. Hang on. Okay, hold, 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 drop. See how it's getting less and less and less? He's giving less resistance. They learn to accept it. If you worry about the dog being freaked out for a short period of time, you'll never get the dog down the steps. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here. Hey, Brewster. No. Hold, 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 hold. Very good. Hold. Hold, drop. That's good. That's good. Sit. Sit. Now we're going to try we'll try the stick. Hang on. Sit. No. Brewster. Sit. No. Sit. Brewster, hold. Ooh, nice. Hold, hold, hold. No, hold, drop. Now he was trying to spit it out. That's okay. Just don't let him spit it out until you say hold. If it does come out, pick it up and put it back in the dog's mouth as soon as possible. It's very important that you do that. And while you're picking it up, say no and repeat the command. Hold. Hold. Now, and one other thing. You notice that I'm saying hold, hold. You do that at the beginning. With all the commands, you can do this while the dog is learning so that the dog gets habituated to the word and the action. But once the dog starts doing the action, you only say it once. If you get a refusal, you say no and repeat the command. So if I got a refusal, I'd say no, hold. He's interested in it. Hold. Oh, it went right in. Hold. 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 Drop. That was good. Good boy. Now, did you notice how his head was up? That's what you want. You don't want the dog to lower its head, because if it lowers its head, it's going to drop it. Let's do this one more time. Brewster's picking this up fast too. Now he's in the whoa position. We'll let him stay in the whoa position. We're going to hold it. Hold. Hold. Head up. Hold. Little mouthy. No. Hold. Hold. Drop. Okay, one more time. Good job, Brew. No. Hold. Hold, 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 drop. Good boy. That's very good. Good boy. Sit. Training hold, on average, takes about 3 weeks. Some dogs, it takes 4 weeks. Some dogs, like Micah, he learned it very fast. He was liking it within a few days, and he was picking up even metal objects at the end of 2 weeks. So it all depends on the dog. If you have a dog that's being resistant, continue. Make sure you're sending that message to the dog. You know, no, you're going to do this and you're going to like it. And that's what my point is. If you want to work the dog doing retrieves because they love it, teach hold. They have to know how to do the command, and they have to do it properly. And when they're doing the retrieves, they have to be calm before you send them on the retrieve. If you don't, and the dog's running around, acting like an idiot before you send them on the retrieve, you're conditioning the dog to run around and act like an idiot. In other words, the retrieve is positive reinforcement. So always make sure before the dog is getting positive reinforcement, they're calm. Both these guys, I'm going to take a guess, are going to do great at this. And they're going to finish out within a few weeks. That's my guess. That just from the few minutes that I spent with them, pretty good.